anybody in the loop? Ah, there we go. You know, when you love the sound of your own voice, you really like to have a microphone on. I'm talking about Mrs. Mallory, of course. My name is Dr. Carolyn Cardella, and I'm the Performing Arts Coordinator, and I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. We have some very special guests in the audience that I want to tell you about. I want to thank our very esteemed school committee members for being here. We have Mrs. Volpe is here. Mrs. Volpe. Go ahead, we have Mr. Wilkie somewhere, but he's not sitting down here, but thank you for being here, Mr. Wilkie. Please forgive me for this one. I think I have it correct. Mrs. Korpagassos is here. Mr. Leon Grandy is here. Dr. McNamara is here. Maria McGinnis, the principal of the Richardson School, is here. Mrs. Mallory's family is here. So I'll try to make this brief because there's a lot going on tonight, but I just wanted to say from myself, my own statement, as a friend and colleague of Mrs. Mallory for more than 2 decades, I need to thank her for her friendship, for mentorship, and the many collaborations that we've done, and also for inspiring me in my own career. I'm a string teacher in another town when I'm not doing this, and I wouldn't be doing really any of it if it weren't for Mrs. Mallory's guidance and basically in her inspiration. As we've all seen, Mrs. Mallory gives 100% of herself to make sure that her students get the guidance and the instruction and the inspiration they need to be the best they can be. And when I watch her do that, it makes me want to try to be as good as she is. I don't know if I've achieved it, but I want to thank her for all of that. She's just been an amazing inspiration to me. I also have a brief statement from Mr. Stone, who couldn't be here tonight. So Mr. Stone says, he of course gives his regrets for not being able to attend this evening. With his son graduating from high school in a couple of weeks, he's been busy with senior-related activities, and this week, tonight, his son has his senior prom. So it's kind of an important milestone event for him. He'd also like to congratulate Mrs. Mallory once again on her impending retirement and thank her for her many years of service to Drayton Public Schools. So before we begin the program, I want to remind you to turn off your cell phones, or at least turn off the ringers. We don't want to disturb the students when they play their music. We have some amazing stuff to hear tonight, and we don't want to hear any ringy dings, right? So turn yours off too if you have them. And then I'm very pleased to call up to the stage and invite State Representative Colleen Gary to say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Cardella. It is my pleasure. I would cancel anything tonight to make sure that I was here tonight for Robin Mallory. Woo! If I can invite Mrs. Mallory to come up to the front for a minute. If you were a student of Mrs. Mallory's, please stand up. I kind of feel like that movie, Mr. Holland's Opus, and it just is amazing the impact that Mrs. Mallory has had on so many people. I've had the great opportunity to get to know her both personally and professionally over the 21 years that she's been here in Drayton Public Schools. I was happy when she started the strings program way back then. I remember seeing her play for the Rotary, a small group, and now I've become amazed at how large this program has become. I remember going to see one over at the Richardson, and the place was completely packed with children and parents. I've been also amazed at the enthusiasm and excellence that she has promoted in our schools and in our children. I have personally observed Ms. Mal, as many of her students call her, as she taught my nieces, Molly and Katie, and their best friend Yara, my adopted niece, starting back in kindergarten at Fremont Avenue. I had the opportunity to go when my mom couldn't go, and I got to see her with these little ones, and they continue to play all the way through seniors, and they still play today. So it's amazing to me. You have taught them more than how to play. You've taught them discipline. You taught them the love of music, and you taught them that you truly get to know and love each and every one of your students. When we organized the Scott Grimes concert several years ago, Ms. Mallory would do anything that needed to be done to make sure that we raised the funds for the Performing Arts program. She even got in there and played a song with Scott Grimes. She was all in to do anything. Robin, I truly value your friendship. You've made the Dracut Public Schools so much better for your service. You have encouraged, inspired, and loved our children. We can never thank you enough for the love of music you have instilled in these children, those children, all of our children. So we thank you. And I have a citation from the Massachusetts House of Representatives. House of Representatives, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Robin Mallory in recognition of your 21 years of dedication and commitment to the children of the Dracut Public Schools and your being the heart and soul of the Strings program. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope of future good fortune, continued success in all endeavors. This 5th day of May 2019 at the State House, signed by the Speaker of the House, offered by myself. I wish you and Scott a wonderful, happy, long, healthy retirement. You deserve it, and we all love you.
They are always my top priority. So can we at least have an A for tuning? Group is the 7th and 8th graders, and they have a song called Fiddles Out West because I always like to theme my concerts, and this one has a lot of fiddly music in it. So I'd like to present Fiddles Out West. section song that they're going to play is called Rondo, and it comes from Eine kleine Nacht music, which is a little bit of night music from Mozart. Back in Mozart's time, a lot of people obviously know televisions back then, radios, maybe, I don't think so, no radios, no TVs. They all just get together in their homes and play chamber music. So this is the Rondo movement from that piece. And our next piece, I changed our style, will come up a couple hundred years. We're going to play Rolling in the Deep, and one of our string players is also in the band as a percussionist, so we recruit him to do our drum set back there. So Tyler Brown will be playing drums. 7th and 8th graders' last piece. It's called Finale. Interesting for the last piece. I also want to let you know that over May 4th, we did an adjudication over at Six Flags, and they played the Fiddles Out West and Finale, and they got a rating of excellence. So I was very proud. Now, this finale comes from a very famous piece that you all know, but you may not know the finale movement. This is Beethoven's Fifth. You all probably know the beginning, which goes da 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 da, that piece. So this is the very ending of it. Now I'd like to invite the sixth graders to come on up and join us. So their fiddling piece is obviously called Fiddle Fettle Hoedown. way I don't mess up my words here. So next on Pictures at an Exhibition. This is just two sections of it. It's written by Mussorgsky, and he was inspired by a friend of his named Victor Hartman, who had an art exhibit. And as Mr. Mussorgsky went through the art exhibit, he decided he wanted to take his friend's work and put them in music. He originally wrote it for the piano, but then Maurice Ravel arranged it for a full orchestra, and now we have this arrangement of it for the kids to play the tube. And again, we're going to call on Tyler to add some cymbal parts. just bear with us a few minutes. We'll have them come off and go sit down. So go off that stage. Hold on. I thought I was the boss.
She likes to think she's the boss, but not the boss. So Mr. Hubbard has something for you. So Mr. Hubbard, if you would like to go back and take care of business. Great kid, did you see? What an awesome group. Congratulations. Very nice middle school.
So this is a little present I made for you and the whole orchestra. 7th and 8th grade, we got together and signed it as a little gift for you. So we hope you like it. So remember when I said I was going to make a violin?
I don't know if you can see, but they signed the back of the violin. All right, focus. Okay. So we need,
All right, I just need everybody's attention for just a few minutes here. My name is Nicole Talbot. I'm the president of the Drayton Performing Arts Boosters, and Robin and I have known each other for some years now. She's a pretty amazing lady, and we'd like to thank her for all her years of taking care of our students, better than anyone. And we'd like to just let you know that we've decided in perpetuity to name a scholarship for you from the Boosters. So we'd like you to be there on Friday. Okay. And in the meantime, we got you a little something from us that we'd like to present. So, Kristen?
First of all, let me say, as parents and students, you've been an intricate part of my daughter's life since the 3rd grade. Your infectious enthusiasm and passion for the orchestra is transcendent to every single one of these students, and this community is better for having you.
So, we'd just like to present this to you, and your high school students have signed this.
It's yet another violin.
Wait till you hear this, guys. So, I gotta tell you what it, first they all signed it, which is awesome, but the plaque says something very special. And so I try to instill a lot of music theory, because playing a string instrument, if you don't understand something called whole steps, half steps, and major thirds, minor thirds, yeah, they're all ready. So wait, to show you what's going on my tombstone when I die. That the natural half steps, the question Mrs. Mallory asked more time in her life, the natural half steps are? So E, F. So the plaque reads, thank you for teaching us that E and F and B and C are the natural half steps, and for instilling a love of music in all of us, the Drayton Performing Arts students. Awesome! Thank you. So just when the program kind of started, my oldest was the second grader, and then by the time the youngest was in high school, the program grew a little bit. Just to let you know, when he was here, we had 5 people in the high school orchestra, and it was an after-school program. We called it H, I think, period, was H block. They did get a quarter credit for it, but we met after school. I used to call it my revolving door because kids would come in and say, Miss Mel, I'll be late because I gotta stay take a test. Miss Mel, I gotta leave early, I got a game. How are we ever gonna play? And then one of my wonderful mentors, Leon Grand, he said, Robin, when you get to 50 kids in the orchestra, that'll be great. Well, we're up to 55. So, thank you all. Okay, so the next piece, a lot of times people not involved in music sometimes think watching us play that when we play really fast, it's really hard. Not that it's necessarily easy, but playing slowly is hard. And this piece is beautiful. It's called Meditation because it's exactly what it is. And the orchestra members are playing very slowly and sustained tones, and they have discovered that their arms get pretty tired, that doing slow is not so easy. And for this piece, our soloist is going to be Jackie on Meditation from Tahiti. gorgeous. And it started with Mississippi Hot Dog. Right? Yeah, it did. All right, whew. How about some music from La La Land? The next piece is actually inspired by a poem by Oscar Wilde, and we're going to have Rachel McIntosh read the poem, and also love to brag that she is right of the Poetry Out Loud contest that they have here. So I'm sure you'll, I'll say many years since the orchestra kids too. Not every, but a lot. So here is She Will Hang the Night with Stars.
All trials are trials for one's life, just as all sentences are sentences of death. And 3 times have I been tried. The first time I left the box to be arrested, the second time to be led back to the house of detention, the third time to pass into a prison for 2 years. Society as we have constituted it, having no place for me, has none to offer. But nature, whose sweet rains fall on unjust and just alike, will have clefts in the rocks where I may hide, in secret valleys in whose silence I may be mystery. She will hang the night with stars so I may walk abroad in the darkness without stumbling, and will send the wind to cover my footprints so that none may track me to my hurt. She will cleanse me in great waters, and bitter herbs make me whole.
interrupting the flow of Mrs. Mallory's concert. She always times everything down to a T, and I know I'm annoying her very much. I apologize, dear friend. Jackie, take it away.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Jackie. I'm president of the orchestra. I'm also a senior. So every year, I don't know, hopefully not. So every year, the seniors get a smell present. This year, we kind of had a hard time figuring out how to top the tree from last year. But also, we were kind of having a hard time figuring out what to get you this year. Last year, everyone wanted to get you something different. So we kind of did a little personal accumulation of things that is like meaningful to us, just to thank you for being there for us all these years. And yeah, it's yeah, it's like a scrapbook.
I got a diploma. I get to graduate.
If you didn't hear Michaela, each senior made their own page, just thanking Miss Mallory and pictures and stuff.
Quick picture when I remember when she was a little baby. There's a lot.
There's more, there's more. Yeah.
I'm a star.
Yeah, another star.
Awesome. Star with the coordinates. Matt, I need your help. My son studied astrophysics. Was successfully entered into the star naming registry. Oh, on my birthday. The star has been named Mrs. Mallory. Oh, thank you for all you do for all your students, favorite students. That's what one of my kids tells me all the time. She's my favorite. So registered, it has a senior. Thank you so much.
Yeah, there's one more thing, one final thing. This is just the most part.
Okay. Oh, here we go. One of those natural half steps.
It's a music box,
Oh, beautiful.
but you have to listen to the song that plays.
Oh.
It's our senior song, so it's pretty meaningful.
Awesome. I love all the creativity. So this was also made by one of the students. It was painted by Nicole. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
This young man's name is Peter. He has something he'd like to say.
He's the designer of the program cover and back cover that you are looking at right now.
Hello, I'm Peter, and I would just like to say a couple words before you retire. Ever since I was a little kid, I loved music. And when I got introduced to being able to play orchestra for Mrs. Mallory, I was excited until I almost ran out the window. I remember the day where Mrs. Mallory fourth grade hallway. And I said, face. And her reaction was, what? You? Thank you. Now, before you retire, I would like to say that you've inspired every single one of your students to be the best and most amazing students they can possibly be for you, because you are the most amazing possible teacher ever.
Yeah!
want to mention that all my soloists from La La Land stand up. I didn't say that at the end of La La Land, thank you. And our two soloists from Thomas Jefferson Piece. And of course, Thomas Jefferson Piece. Now can I talk? Okay. One of the things easy I find in my job is that I'm inspired really by all of these kids. So I have bragged the most, I have the best kids. I may have the worst schedule than any teacher, but I got the best kids. So I really want to say that this job for me, which doesn't feel like a job, has really been like a dream. And there's one story that I want to share, and I share lots of stories, but I think this one you haven't heard. I'm really not even sure my own children have heard this one. So here it is. So when I was about 9 or 10, that's actually when I first got introduced. It was the general music teacher who saw whatever I did in general music class and recommended an instrument. But when I was 9 or 10, I was on my house that I lived in, my bedroom. Outside the bedroom was a very large tree. And I know many, I hope people still do, spend their time looking at clouds and just thinking and making shapes. Well, the nerd that I am, I would look outside that tree, and at 10 years of age, and I know I could not have been any older because we moved out of that house, I saw an orchestra out of the leaves. And I was the conductor. And as the leaves would move, I would be watching and conducting them. And little back then did I know that this is where I would end up in my career. So it's just amazing, and that my life had turned into this way. It was great. And I have so many people to thank for that, from that general music teacher way back when, to many of my teachers throughout, people who supported me, and to our present administration and all my mentors, and many of them are here tonight, who have supported me through all the years. When I come up with my ideas of let's go to an Italian feast, they're like, okay. And it's been fabulous. I've had great colleagues to work with. And of course, my family. My husband, who gets called in to chaperone, to make lightsaber bows work, that the kids are like, they're not working. I said, I got Mr. Mal, he can fix anything. And sure enough, he did, because you weren't here, but on Wednesday night, when we had the 4th graders, they had the lightsaber bows. So Mr. Mal and all my kids who are constantly always encouraging me, I thank you all, because I couldn't do it. Parents, I can't do this without you, and I thank you for your support, for bringing your kids and all that to the instruments, getting their instruments, helping them to practice, encouraging them to practice. My parents who come and chaperone all the time, thank you for making this job so much easier. From every single custodian who does the lights, and they just, it is, I know it's becoming a cliche, but it really truly is a village that makes us all better. Not only just the children, but every single one of us a whole lot better. So I can't thank you all enough. I think I might forget anything I wanted to say. No, just the fact that I feel like having a career that's your passion, that I go in every day. And I was telling one of the kids today, who likes getting up at 5:30? I don't know, not me, but this is what I get to do. So it's easy to get up, very easy to see all of their faces. And I get to smile and laugh, and I get to make music every day of my life. So I thank you all very much. Am I ready for the big finale? I'm good to go. All right, so I would like all our big finale. Oh wait, I got to get my seniors, so you guys sit for a minute. That's part of my big finale. Okay, hold on. Where's my list? So this year, it's my largest graduating class. There are 15 of them. And this morning, I have to brag because we had what's called the Top 20 breakfast. So that's the seniors with the top 20 GPAs. 5 of them are orchestra kids. So that's 25%. Would you 5 stand up, please? You deserve another bow. It's a lot of hard work. All right, seniors, come on up. We need more hands. Don't we always say that? We need more hands. Yeah, okay. So this is in ABC order for no particular reason, just ABC order. So Jackie, our soloist, and to brag about, she is going to the Mass College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in Boston in the Doctor of Pharmacy program. Brittany Cullen. Brittany is going to UMass Lowell and with a biology with a pre-med concentration. Jocelyn Derry is going to Middlesex to major in fine arts. Not only she plays violin well, you should see her artwork. What was what you won with that picture that's in the office? You forgot. She won some art contest. It was amazing. She forgot. She doesn't remember. That's okay, but she's amazing artist. She's done other programs of ours, so awesome. Taylor Higgins. Taylor's been a major in early childhood at Middlesex. Celia Hosped, where are you? University of Connecticut with physiology and neurobiology on a pre-med track. Melissa Carlson. She's from the University of New Hampshire in environmental engineering. Warren. He's a great piano player. He not only does that, he makes copies for me all the time. He saves me lots of time. Warren is also Mass College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in the Physician Assistance Program. Megan. Okay. Megan's going to the University of Maine for general biology. And I also want to let you all know that the college offered her more money if she would play her violin in their orchestra. Alexa, May, where are you? Alexa is going to UMass Amherst with a pre-med track, majoring in neuroscience and medical physics. Ashley. Oh, yeah. She's going Wesleyan University with a pre-law track double major in government and English with a concentration, wait, it's longer, with a concentration in race and ethics. And I can't think of a more wonderful person. finish saying I can't think of another more important or wonderful person to help us with ethics than Ashley. Thank you. Michaela. University of Vermont with the health sciences on a pre-med track. Evan Powers. Biology with a concentration in pre-med. Nicole Rodriguez. So Nicole is one of the ones I've known since she was a baby, because she would come, okay, I forget something, with her brother for his lessons. She's going to UMass Lowell majoring in nursing. And Ross. Ross is going to the Massachusetts College of Art and Design with a BFA in photography. And because you're at the end of the alphabet, Cynthia Tran. Another one that I've known since she was a baby because she came to her sister's lessons, and she's going to UMass Lowell majoring in chemistry. So I think I got pre-med, I'm taken care of. I got nursing taken care of. I got a lawyer, all right, and fine arts to feed my soul. So I'm good. All right, so you get to go over to the ramp, and we all get to play your farewell song. So you can take your instruments with you, probably just to hold them. And if I can have all my younger, so we used to be, 4th through 12th grade, but we grew too big, so I had to split it. But I have some younger siblings. Would you, my 4th and 5th graders, come on down? They're going to help us play. And as soon as I get them set, when my alumni come. Cello players, there's some chairs over here. You can take that chair right there, Cameron. So since Twinkle's one of the first songs you learn, it's our farewell song to all the new seniors. much. It's been fabulous from day one on. Thank you all. Have a good night.